Hey everyone, welcome back. So we're going to do one coding exercises using call by value and show that using a call by value when we call a function by value, it's not going to change the value of the original parameter and it's going to change it only locally. So here we would like to write a program where a function attempts to swap two numbers using call by value, and we need to show the original values remained unchanged. So there are two things that we are going to learn. First, how to do the swap of two numbers using call by value, and also how to show that how to write these codes in the function and show that the original values remained unchanged. To do that, we have one main function and a swap function here. So we start from here. Every time you want to read your code, start from the main function because whatever that is here is going to be executed. So here we are saying num1 equals 5, num2 equals 10. So we are initializing these two numbers and we are saying that cout before function called num1 equals the value of num1 and num2 equals num2. So we expect that 5 and 10 is going to be printed here. Then we're calling the swap function and passing these two inputs or arguments. Then these two arguments are copied. Their original value is not going to be go there. So a copy of them is going to go there because we are using a call by value. This is why the original number remains unchanged, in fact. So this function is called swap numbers. It's the name. There are two arguments. Both of them are integer, and the output, there is no output. It's a void function. To swap two numbers, one easy way and nice way is to define a new parameter. So here we are defining a new parameter. Just remember, like temp a and b. So we are firstly initializing a new parameter called temp, which is temporary. So we are putting a to temporary. So initially temporary temp is empty and the value of a is then set to temp. So the value of a is 5. So now temp equals 5. Then the value of b is assigned to a. So the value of b is 10. So it is assigned to a. So a is 10. And finally, the value of temp is assigned to b. So now temp is 5 and b will be 5. Okay, so one more time. So initially temp is empty. So the value of a is assigned to temp. So temp will be 5 because a is 5. Why a is 5? Because it's the first argument, and in the first argument we are passing num1 and num1 is 5. Okay, and num2 is 10. So the second argument is 10, therefore b is 10. So initially we are assigning a to temp, meaning that 5 equal, so temp equals 5. 5 is set to temp. Then we are putting whatever that is in b in a. So b is 10 and 10 is assigned to a. And in the last line, we are going to assign temp into b. So temp was 5 and 5 is equal, 5 equals 10 then. 5 is assigned to b, sorry. And then we are going to mention that inside the function, now a equals, we expect to have 10, a equals 10, and b equals, we are expecting to have it to be 5. So after doing all these modifications in this function, all of these are local. So we expect by swapping the values of the a and b, the values of num1 and num2 should not be affected because it's a call by value. So after this function is finished, then we are again here after function call, we are again printing num1 and num2 to make sure that everything is correct and these two remain unchanged. Let's run. Okay. So here this line before function call num1 equals 5, num2 equals 10. Okay, then we are calling the function swap number. So here, as we went through the procedure twice, the procedure is done, so the numbers are swapped, and then we say, okay, inside the function a is 1, a is 10 and b is 5, therefore the numbers are swapped. Okay, however, when this function is finished and the code is here, and then it wants to execute this line, it says after function call num1, you see num1 remains 5, and num2 remains 10. So the swap procedure in the local function, locally in this function, did not impact the main function. So this is the main purpose of the call by value. Firstly, we learned how to swap two numbers. We need to there may be many ways to do it, but the easiest way is to define a new integer called here like temp, and then using that we can swap the numbers. And then we learned that even though we swap the numbers in the function, it's not going to impact the original value in the int main function, because it was done here locally. However, if we were doing all of these tasks in the int main function, of course the swap would have worked, and num1 in the end would have been 10 and num2 would have been 5. Thank you for watching.